Oh, sorry, Sumo. Welcome to the movies, pal. Your friendly neighborhood master of chaos. Back with you once again. Sorry I wasn't here to greet you. Just needed a breather after watching tonight's movie. You'll understand why in a moment. Sumo's here. Sumo says hi as well. Whew. Okay. What you're about to see is going to redefine your cinematic journey. But fear not. We've got plenty of flaming hot Cheetos popcorn and kids multivitamin gummy worms for us to enjoy as we watch, or I should say, I watch and you listen to my review of That is correct. Tonight's film is the Severin Intervision release of Franky and His Pals. What is Franky and His Pals, you ask? Well, I could tell you the plot. I could tell it to you very easily. And I probably will fill in the blanks. But there's a really catchy song. It's a rap song in the film that I think explains it perfectly. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this song.
This is a cute little story, and I'd like to say it's about 5 monsters, one day. It's just Franky and his buddies having fun. See, they don't use drugs and they don't use guns. Well, they call him Franky, short for Frankenstein. He likes his beef. Stay clear of his behind. They woke up in a cave that was dirty and cold. The wolfman was distracted because he had fleas, I was told. And then there was this dummy who Franky calls a mummy, who had this little troublemaker called Apocalypse. Then there was Humber, found the map with the gold. He used to do some church work, we've been told. How about Dracula? He dressed real fine. He lives in a coffin. He'll blow your mind. Well, Dracula is the brain most of the time. Don't expect him to keep the boys in line. So Franky and his pals kept walking around, looking at the map, trying to find the town. So they waited 100 years to be free. So look out, world, you'll see what trouble can be. But it's not the kind of trouble that you're thinking of. I think they're just out looking for love.
If you're still with me and you haven't fled in terror and disgust, thank you. And I do apologize. Just as a heads up, that was only half the song. The song does continue. I cut it off, so I felt I should spare you the excruciating agony of listening to it any longer. Franky and His Pals, as you can tell from what you've just seen, is a really rough-looking, shot-on-video Halloween special. It's very hard to tell. At first, I thought this was some kind of kids' film, but it's not a kids' film. I'll explain why in a moment. This is a pseudo-sex comedy, monster mash type of movie. The plot is simple, yet Mongolic at the same time. So if you didn't get it from the song, the monsters are trapped in a cave. Frankenstein eats beans, and he farts so bad that the cave explodes, and that frees them. The monsters also have in their possession a treasure map that leads to buried gold or something. And they go on a treasure hunt because the monsters need gold for some unknown reason. So this is kind of Goonies meets Monster Squad meets a pile of steaming garbage covered in hobo diarrhea. The X on the map leads the monsters to a hotel of some kind in a very small town where there is just coincidentally a Halloween party going on, so they blend right in as people in costume. This movie tells us almost immediately what kind of movie it wants to be. It wants to be a raunchy sex comedy because All the monsters seem to want to do is get laid, look for gold, and get laid. Here is the Wolfman getting some action.
Don't worry about it. It happens to a lot of guys.
Why me?
It's probably that stupid mask. I told you to take it off.
I told you, I'm not wearing a mask.
Look, why don't you just stick to the script?
What do you mean?
I think you know what I mean.
Later on, the Wolfman has a homosexual subplot, which goes in a very strange direction. Frankie also gets in on the action, or I should say, lack thereof.
Hi, I'm little Jane. Are you Big Tarzan?
No, I'm Big Frankie.
Big Frankie? You're not kidding. I am out of here.
Oh, Big Frankie. Big Frankie.
In case you didn't understand that clip, I know it was very subtle. Frankenstein's wiener was too big, and the girl got scared away, and then Frankenstein celebrated his big wiener by just laying in bed and looking at it and giggling. Almost the entire meat of this movie is the monsters at this hotel's Halloween party. At one point, they even judge a bikini contest.
Girls, let's give our judges one last look at those beautiful butts. Our judges are tabulating their votes. It looks like they're almost ready. Touch them down, guys.
Okay. Settle down. Okay.
Oh, looking good here. Gene, would you hand me those flowers down, please? Our winner tonight, folks, is Emmy. Very nice, Emmy. You made a nice vote tonight. Listen.
And while they're not trying to get laid or judging bikini contests, they're just kind of dancing with the locals and sharing drinks at the bar, and that's it. The thrilling third act of this film hinges on this particular scene.
Oh boy, chili beans. Oh, I love chili beans. Oh. Oh, I know I shouldn't, but I can't resist. Chili beans, chili beans.
I have mentioned previously that Frankenstein's farts are explosive, and that's as far as I'm going to go in spoiler territory. I don't want to ruin the ending for you guys in case you feel compelled to watch it or you've bought it through the Severin sale and you have yet to watch it. Needless to say, it's stupid and pointless, and it, semi-small spoiler, it will end in a cliffhanger teasing a part 2 that never, ever happens. So, should you watch this movie? I think you know the answer to that. It's a piece of garbage. I really wanted to like this movie. I like garbage movies. I love shot-on-video stuff. But this was just pointless, long, droning, and had no clear focus as to who the audience was. I wasn't sure if this movie was targeted at horror fans. Doesn't seem like it is. Was it targeted at like horny teenage audience? Doesn't seem like it was, because there's no nudity, even though there's a lot of sexual situations. Was it targeted at children because they're silly monsters? No, because the monsters are getting laid. So, who is this movie for? It certainly wasn't for me, and I think you can tell that this is going to get 0 stars from me. That is correct. 0 stars on Franky and His Pals. I like Halloween shenanigans as much as the next guy. As a matter of fact, I probably like it more. But this movie's lack of focus and plot and lack of knowledge of its audience really, really knocks it down to the bottom of the barrel for me. And I liked Birdemic and The Room, and I've seen those movies quite a few times, more times than I care to mention. It's more than 5. I'll say that. Will I see Frankie and His Pals again? Maybe in a couple months when Halloween is around, just to torture my friends, but I will not watch it to enjoy myself. I will watch it to enjoy the suffering of others. That's pretty much all I can say about Frankie and His Pals. Did you guys buy it? Are you interested in watching it after watching this? I'm curious. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what you either thought of Frankie and His Pals or whether you've changed your mind as to whether you're going to watch Frankie and His Pals. If I've convinced you to watch it, please let me know. I'm very curious to get other people's opinions on this one because it is, I can't say it's divisive. I think anybody who watches it will know instantly this is hot trash, but I think some people probably have a higher tolerance for this kind of stuff, and I thought I did. I know I do, but there's something about this movie that just makes me, leaves me scratching my head and just wondering, first of all, why would they make it this way? And why would Severin Intervision put it out? After seeing it and saying, oh, this is a lost movie, let's look at it, maybe we should put it out. After seeing it, why would they say, yeah, let's also number it so we can trick people into buying more copies of it. If it's numbered, people will be fooled into getting it because it's a collector's item. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be worth nothing. It's probably going to be, it's sold out. Everybody who bought those 2,000 copies, this isn't a numbered copy. This is just a regular copy because the numbered copy sold out fast because everybody wanted it. They wanted this oddity. I have a feeling almost everyone who bought it is going to have the same feeling. That this, unfortunately, is worthless. Well, the theater's about to close. This has been your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos. It pains me to tear a movie down. It really does. You know what? Go check it out. If you get a chance, you might enjoy it. I wouldn't buy it. If a friend has it, go over, maybe borrow it. I know we're in quarantine, so maybe just have the person mail it to you. I'm sure the person wouldn't mind getting rid of it for a couple days or forever. Anyway, I hope this review has found you happy, healthy, and well, my friend. Next time, we'll be talking about another Severin release, Full Cheese Enigma. So until we meet again, the theater is closed, and I wish you a very, very pleasant good night, wherever you are.